All right. So I made my shitty ass level, so I'm just gonna remake it real quick to make it not shitty, not as shitty. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just erase all of this. Paint. Grass. I gotta make it big. Go away. Okay, cool. And I'll make it small again. And I'm gonna make it fucking really ass small. You don't have exactly like fine. That's good. I think that's good. Let's say I want my guys to be like this big on screen or something. It's like this is like kind of the camera I want going. Whoops. Like here. Like it's not a great. It's not like a great like difference in color between dirt and grass. Like the grass is kind of ugly. Also, the resolution sucks ass. Look at it. I'm just drawing squares. See that? Maybe I can scale down the the thing a little bit just to get a little bit more resolution. I'll go select. Can you scale the whole landscape down? There we go. Let's drag him down there. A little bit more. There we go. So I have a little bit more resolution to work with. I think that's legal. Let's see. Let's try this again. So remove this. So let's see. Okay, resolution is still not great. Oh no, I'm gonna think with whoops. No. Oh. Let's not do. Let's do a little bit of fall off. Okay, looks better. Okay, so we'll do like go turn here. Something like that. Then we'll go like yeah. That's yeah. Yeah, I like this. That looks pretty sick. I'll play on this. Okay, so that's better. That's like a more reasonable size. So while I've been lighting, I'm just gonna move the camera into a better position. Are there any questions, by the way, about what we've done these past few minutes? About landscapes, or I'm gonna actually add a little bit to the landscape, just so it covers the whole camera. Just gonna add a few squares here. There we go.
Emil, I have a question.
Yeah, shoot.
It's just about Unreal because I don't know what I did, but my folder for widgets, it just disappeared, and now Unreal doesn't want to compile from that folder. So it works if I just comment everything out that exists. I'm just gonna share my screen.
Yeah,
so
share
you
your screen.
See what I mean. Let's see. Here I had the widgets folder here, but it just disappeared for some reason. And if I try to compile now, I just get this long list, and I have no idea what happened. I tried just nuking intermediate and rebuilding, and that just made it worse.
Yeah.
Because it was a couple of arrows before, but now it just yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I recognize the errors. Because anyone else recognize what the error is?
You need to regenerate the project, right?
Could be it. I don't think that's the problem here. What do you guys remember what I said? If we get unresolved external symbols, what does that mean?
Wasn't that dependency? stuff.
Yes,
I just
it was
want to look it up
dependency.
before I say anything too. Let's say too much.
It is dependencies. So we're not. So Unreal widgets are its own module that is not included by default. So we need to make sure to include that to like and make sure we're depending on that module so that we can actually reference what's happening. So go into Visual Studio.
Does that change what like code gets generated in generator.h, or like why do you write it in C sharp?
Well, the reason you write it in C sharp because the whole build system for Unreal is made in C sharp.
Right, but like, so does that like change? Does that add the module to the generated.h, or like where does it get added?
I mean, it doesn't get added anywhere. It's the build system reads the C sharp files, or rather, it compiles the C sharp binary, and then from the C sharp file, it can get like all the modules and all the module names. So when it's compiling the DLL, that's when it's linking with the other DLL. So that's when that happens. So it doesn't actually generate any new code. It's only for the build system to know what it's supposed to link with.
Alright, cool.
It won't change your game code at all, except for adding the include folder to your, so you can include. But that seems to work anyway, so I don't know. So go to race.build.cs.
I muted my mic. Sorry, fuck.
Oh, you're talking?
Yes. What did you say? Race.build.cs.
Yes.
Isn't it supposed to be here, or am I totally wrong?
It's 3 files up from where you are.
Oh, there.
Cool. So here to that long list. So that's all the public dependency module names. So that's all the modules we're depending on. And core, UObject engine, input core, those are like the ones you had by default. So then we just want to add in UMG, which is the user widgets library.
Just like
Yep.
that, or
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just compile.
Okay. Just
Wait, so it's the user widget library, but it's called UMG?
I don't know what UMG stands for. The Unreal
Midget?
makes good games, maybe.
Cool. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Unreal Motion Graphics, apparently.
What?
Unreal Motion Graphics UI designer.
Motion graphics. The fuck does that mean?
Apparently.
fuck it.
Unreal.
I'm angry.
Yeah.
Okay, it's here.
Yeah, cool. Sweet.
Yes. Nice.
Sweet. So yeah, whenever you get external symbols not found, either that means you haven't defined a function, or you haven't declared. No, you haven't defined a function. You've declared it, but you haven't defined it. So if it's your code that you're getting undefined external, if it's your code that you're getting undefined external with, that means you haven't defined a function that you should have. If you're getting undefined external for other code, like user widgets and so on, that means there's a module you haven't depended on.
And there's a third possibility that happens to me more often than I'd like to admit, and that's where you have circular references in your header files.
Yes, and that's why we always forward declare.
Yes.
Because otherwise you're fucked. Alright, cool. So here's our little level. It's pretty cool. So the boost here is like, we should take a second pass at movement, add like drifting and stuff. That would be so cool. So probably we want to do some sort of, well, first of all, we want to put a goal in so we can finish the Digger Dang race. So let's go into level goalposts. Just add that in. So there's our goalpost. But of course, now we can just turn around, right, and just finish the match. just like without even playing any of the track. So I'm thinking we'll make some sort of like checkpoint system. Probably would be a good idea. So it's like we can we have to like catch all the checkpoints to be able to go through the goal. What do you guys think about that?
Sounds
So
epic.
yeah,
I think if you want to see how that approach can go horribly wrong, look at Mario Kart Wii speedruns.
yeah, I've seen
We
it
have
there.
found crazy ways to
I love the one
abuse
where
that
they're just like
shit.
just driving around a little mountain. It's like
Yeah,
I'm winning. Yeah, I love those videos. Okay, so yeah, so we'll make a little checkpoint system. Also, I'm gonna drag out the boost track here. So I'm just go into car and just drag out a little charge pad here. We have somewhere to charge our boost. Get like so, make it a little bigger. So now I'm using up my boost. And it's like, oh no, I'm going dry, mama. So I can go over this and just like regain my boost. Cool. All right. So let's make checkpoints. So just save everything. So I will go into code, and then I'll go into level. Oh, you must make some new files here. God damn it. There we go. Race, source, race, level. So let's make race checkpoint. Like so. Open those up. Make an actor for the billionth time. Ah! I forgot I had like a billion speed on my repeat. Let's see. Race, checkpoints, generated. There we go. So we'll make it very similar to the goal. We'll just make a I'll make a scene component actually as the root, so we can move we can move the box collision around a little bit. So I just make it a root here. That's usually how I do things anyways. And then I'll make a box collision, a box component, I mean, for the box, I guess. I don't call it box. Make this visible anywhere. Like so, and forward declare that one. There we go.
You don't need to forward declare scene components, right?
No, I think that's
Or-
forward declared in actor.
Okay.
Of the age.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is. There we go. So let's see, we'll make the root. I'll be cheeky and do this. Root component is equal to root is equal to create default subobject. Nej. Like that, and then we'll make the box. Then always remember to set up attachments. Cool. And there we go. Oh. What to do? Did it crash? Oh! Okay, well, okay, we're still there. Okay. Whatever. Guess I'll restart. I'll make a on component begin overlap. That's dynamic. God damn it. Handle box overlap. Like so, and we'll make it. There we go.
Don't forget your 4 declarations and includes also.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
scene component and primitive, I'm assuming.
Don't need to forward declare those, but I need to include box.
Oh, you don't need to further declare scene component.
Yeah, primitive and scene component are already forward declared, so that's fine.
Ah, cool.
Although it's always good to make sure they are. But yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna leave it at that for now, and then we'll start and see what happens. See if we compile it all. You guys tired of seeing me write actors yet and handle begin overlaps?
Never.
It's like sweet. It's like TV. It's like watching an episode of Rick and Morty. It's like watching me write an actor.
It's the highlight of my day.
He's like, oh my god, I hope he writes fucking begin overlaps today. I need it.
What we dream of.
Hey, remember, it's my mantra. Never copy and paste any code ever. Always write from hand. Unless it's like one word or something.
It's usually not worth copy pasting just one word though.
No.
That's not.
Or I mean,
when you
unless
want
you're
to.
using Vim. It's like using yaw. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh yeah, we have to make the blueprints. So I'll override the checkpoints. So we'll do BP checkpoint. There we go. So now we have a root and we have a box. Very cool. So we'll just make a little baby, basically like a goal, but it will be smaller, I suppose. I'll just drag it out just to have some sense of scale about how big this thing is. So first I will make the box. Let's do that. God, it's laggy as hell. Okay, so I'll make it a little bit higher. A little bit girthier. Actually, I'm gonna make X forward. Just keep that semi-consistent. No, not position. Fuck. Oh, god damn it. I'm messing up. There we go. Something like that. That'll do. And I'll just make 2 posts. I'll make it 2 cubes. Something like that. Let's copy paste. Drag it over to the side. And amazingly, we have a checkpoint. So we'll just place this out on the level. Place one there. Place one there. Place one here. Place one there. I'll do like there, and that'll be good. Yeah, so that's our checkpoints. Very cool. So I'm thinking there's a couple of ways we could do this. One way would probably be to like set a number on these guys. It's sort of like they do it in Mario Kart, I guess. So it's like this will be checkpoint 1, and then this is checkpoint 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6. Could probably do that. Another easy way to do it is just maybe that is the easiest way actually.
Can't you just like have an integer on the cars and then increment it, and then you have to have a certain number before you enter the goal?
Yeah, let's do that instead. Yeah, sure, let's do that. So we will just have an integer that increments every time we go into the checkpoint. So I will just in the car.
Or well, actually, can you not just like drive around the checkpoint 5 times and then you're...
Yeah, well, that was gonna be my lesson to you guys. That is like, okay, if we can't have an integer because then we can just drive into one checkpoint all the time. So, okay, let's do it the proper way right away because you already fucking poked hole in my... Thanks very much, Frederick.
You're welcome. Yeah.
I was joking. So instead of that, let's make a T set instead of race checkpoints. Have you guys used sets before?
Not on real ones, but yeah, we've
Yeah.
all used sets, right?
I'm a bit unsure. Could you update me?
I might as well explain it. Why not? So a set is kind of like an array, sort of, in theory. You can add stuff to it, and you can remove stuff from it. However, there is no set order of the items. So it's not like you can add something before another. There is no sense of ordering in a set. They're just sort of in the set or they're not in a set. And that also means you cannot add stuff twice to it. You can only have one of each. One of each. In our case, it would be a pointer in that case. So we can only have one of each pointer in the set. So it's either in or it's not in the set. It's not like, oh, there's 2 of a checkpoint in the set. It can only be 1. So a set is only keeping track of, is there, does there exist an entry or does there not exist an entry, and that's the only thing that it handles. So it's sort of like an array, but with a bit less features.
Is there like a hash set?
It is,
That's
yeah.
exactly what it is.
Internally, it's I believe it's hashed, yeah.
Alright.
So it's faster than an array as well, which is why we're using it.
All right, cool.
But can you access the thing in the set? Because I thought sets were just like a hash set of bools, and then you can check if they are in it. But maybe I'm mistaken.
You can also you can get them out of it as well.
Okay. So what would then be the difference between a set and then like a map or whatever it's called, hash?
Well, a
thing.
map maps from one value to another. So if you only had the key part of the
Right.
map, then you would have a set. So only the key, not the value. Then
Yeah,
that would be a
okay,
set.
yeah, true.
Because you can only have like one type of key in a map.
Yeah.
So we call that past checkpoints. So I need to forward declare that. There we go. So in the checkpoint then, we're gonna cast it to a player or a car. So if it's not a car, return. Oops. And then we'll just in the car add ourselves to the set if we're not already in the set. So we'll just do Actually, I think we can just do like past checkpoints. Add this. Not completely sure. Oh yeah. It will give us a bool if we're already in the set, but we can set we can have that as a null pointer. So we'll just add ourselves to the set. And hopefully if we're still already in the set, then it doesn't matter. Then it doesn't count. If we wanted to be really clear, we could just do like past checkpoints contains this, then we just return. I think this honestly is more clear. So if I read this code, I will already from the code understand that we cannot be in this twice. Like, I might not know that this is a set. I might think this is an array or something. So then this code is a little bit more clear that we're only supposed to be adding once. And then I'll just log it. So let's do past checkpoints. And then we'll just print out how many of the checkpoints we have passed. So I'll just do print num. So num will just tell us how many items are in the set, or how big the set is. So hopefully this should increment now every time we pass a checkpoint, but not twice on the same checkpoint. So let's see. I believe this is how games like Trackmania handle it. That in Trackmania you have to pass all the checkpoints, but the order does not matter. Can include. Let's see, this is in race car. Okay, now to include the car, I have to type like race car, like this. But let's actually fix this so we don't have to include this race. So what we're saying is that this module, this race module, it's include route path should be in here. So this is should be the root of the race module. So let's fix that. Well, kind of what we'll be doing. So let's go into race build.cs. And I'm just gonna add public include paths. Add. I think this is how we do it. Race. I think that's how you do it. Okay, it worked. Cool. So now in this module, this race folder, so this is from, by default, it's from the module's root. So here's the module's root. It will take this and add it to the public include path. So everything that includes will be including from here when we're including from race. So now in race checkpoint, CPP, I don't need to type this race. Whoops, I can just type car, race car. There we go, and it works. So that's nice. All right, so let's see what happens now when I go through these bad boys. Whoops. Let's see. So if I race through this guy, then pass checkpoint 1, and if I try to go back in, nothing happens. And then as I race through here, should get checkpoint 2. And here we should get checkpoint 3. And I boost over here. And then checkpoint 4, 5, and 6. Cool. So our checkpoint system works. We now have a set on the car about which checkpoints we have actually gone through. So now we can check in the goal to see, okay, should we actually finish the race? Are we winning the race? Because we need to first pass all the checkpoints before we'll actually do that sort of transition to the next level. Or the next lap or whatever. But first, let's take 10 minutes. So I'll see you guys back 13:45.